All psychopaths are narcissists, but not all narcissists are psychopaths. Hello, 'tis I, Fat Cow. A lolcow, as defined by Wikipedia, is someone who can be milked for laughs, a person whose eccentric or foolish behaviour can be exploited to amuse others. A horror cow, as defined by Urban Dictionary, is primarily known for their disgusting behaviour and are typically acknowledged for their excessive attention seeking and often creepy, disgusting, violent or horrifying actions. However, if you look at horror cows as a group, the vast majority of them are individuals who are somewhat compromised by their neurodivergency. They are also predominantly male. A horror cow is a very special individual, an individual who, quite frankly, shouldn't be trolled because their responses are outside of the parameters that would be considered reasonable, let's say. Lolcows are individuals who, when trolled, will react to a certain degree, but nothing that is particularly malicious in any way, shape or form, and without violence or any consequences on others. Now, in Gorlworld, there are a few individuals, let's say, I'd say a definite 3, possibly more, who neither fit the label of being a lolcow because their behaviour, their responses do affect other people and do have consequences, but do not fit into the category of horror cows either, because they are well aware of their responses and are well aware of the consequences of their responses. So I'd like to propose a third label. Now, this label is because of their behaviour and their actions, and is in no way a label because of their possible mental illnesses. This label is a Psycow, a play on words of psycho. And I would define it as someone who displays malicious, narcissistic behaviour, often at the expense of others, who pathologically lie, manipulate and coerce their audience and people in real life into believing that they are somehow victims of the internet and their infamy. Now, if you take these 3 individuals into consideration, who shall remain unnamed, but I'm personally of the opinion you all know who I'm talking about, they have done the following things that would very easily place them in this new category. Between them, one or more or all of them or their partners have done the following. They have made accusations of intimate mistreatment. They have been an intimate mistreatment apologist and have defended somebody who has committed intimate mistreatment on another. They have used a disabled child to fraudulently solicit money. They have accused others of peeing PDFs. They have provided alibis for intimate offenders. They have fraudulently attempted to solicit funds in the name of charity. They have mistreated minors. They have inappropriately behaved in front of minors. They are also minor mistreatment apologists. They have committed financial mistreatment, domestic mistreatment. They have faked illnesses. They are pathological liars. They have gaslit, manipulated their audience and people in real life. And they have weaponized mental illness, among many, many, many other things. These individuals are not Lolcows. They don't merely amuse their audience with basically their stupidity and their foolish behaviour. These individuals are not foolish and they're not stupid. They may on occasion display monumental deficiencies in intellect, and their emotional intellect is definitely stunted. But the most defining characteristic of these individuals are their narcissism, their belief that they are the victim in all scenarios. They are the victim of their infamy. They are the victim of the internet. They are the victim of their audience. Nothing that these individuals do is their fault. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that each of these individuals believe with their whole hearts that the world owes them a favour, and that because of past trauma and history, that they are excused from any repercussions of any behaviour that they inflict on other people. These individuals neither can be labelled as horror cows, because horror cows do not necessarily react in a way that is calculated and deliberately manipulative and with malice. These individuals would fit very comfortably under the label of being a Psycow, not because of any diagnosed or undiagnosed mental illnesses, but because of their behaviour. Their behaviours that are done deliberately and with intent, and are predominantly designed to cause harm on other people. Therefore, these three individuals in particular, while I suspect there are more which would fall under this category that are known within Gorlworld, I believe these people should be recategorised. That is more befitting of their character.